guys, I'm Justin Swanstrom. If you can't see it by now, we're down here at BRADENTON Motorsports Park because we are helping a good buddy of ours, Rick Griffin. We're helping tune on his car. We got me down here, we got Tony, Pizza Man, we got Art, and we got Big Country behind the keyboard coming down here doing a private test rental, getting Rick. He runs a 632 class, has a top sportsman pro mod style car, and we're just trying to get him dialed up. That was the first pass ever with our tune up and everything going inside the car. We're happy with it right now. We'll go inside the trailer here in a minute and talk with Big Country and see what he has in store today, and try to see what we can get accomplished today. Hey, Justin, let's make a 4-link change right now. Alright guys, so Rick made his first hit, ran very well, did very well. The car tracked a little left, so we're going to put some preload in it. So we got the guys to take the rear tires off. I'm going to hop underneath there, me and Art. Art! I ain't going to say it again. Now, we're going to jump underneath the car. We're going to go ahead and put a flat of preload in it and see if we can go out there and make the car go a little bit straighter, drive a little bit smoother. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and give it a flat of preload. What we're going to do is do the top part over here. We'll give it one flat, which is going to put more pressure on the driver's side, which will push the car to be able to drive back to the right. Right now the car is wanting to track left because these cars here, they're torqued, and when they want to switch right, and it wants to track left. So we're going to put more pressure on the driver tire to be able to either get it straight or go back to the right. We'll get a couple passes, we'll figure it out, but we're in the right direction right now. We got $1 million operation and one torque wrench, or one pressure wrench.
I guarantee you next time we'll have 2. Yeah. I could probably go grab one from somebody else.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Going the wrong way.
We spend all the money on our shirts and hats.
You need to hold that bar.
I just need to break the nut right now.
They got them tight. They too tight. They don't supposed to be that tight.
I got a hammer?
Yep. Hammer. See all the damn arms you got.
I'm trying not to bust my knuckles a little. Alright, bring me the country boy strength. I need you over here. my hands are too pretty. I don't think I am.
Go back towards me.
It is, now it's good and tight.
You got to put that mojo on.
Picked up on one, you should push down on the other. Get it?
I have it unlocked.
Tell him, Justin, you were going close.
You don't need to put them back that tight.
Do what now?
Don't put them back that tight.
Nah, it won't be that tight. Alright, so boys, what we do is we make sure it's neutral, nice and clear right here. We're going to start turning it towards me. What it's going to do is it's going to lengthen the bar. So we'll start turning it to us before we get a little bit of snug, and then we'll make one flat. Up here is like a little, what do they call those? Like hex nuts? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Like a hex nut, and you take the flat side, that's how we count our flat. So we're going to start turning it to us until it gets snug, and then we're going to count one flat. Simple as that. Tighten our stuff down, simple as that, call it a day. Let's go make another hit. Alright, so we made our second pass. Car still drove a little bit left. We're going to make a 4-link change. It's just got a lot of bite inside the car, so it's making the car very choppy. You've seen the previous pass, you'll see the car go out there and the tire is actually leaving an imprint on the track where it's going out and it's just chopping very hard. It's just because there's so much bite and it's digging the tire into the ground, the surface so hard. So we're actually going to take a little bit of bite out of the car by making this 4-link change. And it's actually pretty cool to be out here to be able to work on the car because I'm able to show y'all a little bit more other than really showing all the stuff on my car. So we're going to go ahead and go through, knock these heim joints loose, make us a 4-link change, put our preload back inside it, and go out there and make us one more pass and see if we can improve it. Fucking brakes are hot. Alright, we're gonna need I think it's a 3/4. I don't know how big these are.
You need to go ahead and break this side loose too.
That is
7/8, 15, 16.
Break both sides of it.
bigger. Alright, so guys, we're going to go through and we're going to knock all the heim joints loose. We're going to break them all loose, make sure everything in the car is neutral. Right now, we have a flat of preload, so if you can see my hand, it really can't move because there's pressure on the rear end. Like I said, the first pass, we wanted to put pressure on the left side of the tire to be able to make the car drive back to the right. So we're going to take our pressure back out, then we're going to go ahead, knock all the heim joints loose, and then we'll go ahead and make our bar change going up or down, whatever we decide we're going to do. See how loose it is now? Now it just took the pressure back off the rear end. Richard? Richard?
Down. Yeah.
All right, boys. We're having to speak. I don't know sign language, but Richard is deaf. So he does read lips, and you kind of just have to point things out. So that's what Tony and them are doing right now. They're just pointing out what we're gonna do. We're gonna knock these all loose, make sure everything's neutral, and then we're gonna go ahead and knock our bolts out. So now these are all loose. You gotta knock the bolts out up front. We're gonna go up one hole. One hole on the top and bottom. Okay. Hopefully we got impact. Yeah. Nah, it's 15, 16 both sides. It's already on there. Take that extension off. But you ain't gonna get that motherfucker in here.
You're gonna need a wrench and the impact on the outside. Wrench in the inside, impact on the outside.
They hooked the granny cooler up, never plugged it in.
I unplugged it. It's too fucking loud.
Alright. I'll pull the trigger for working down. It is.
So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to actually just do one bar at a time so we don't get the rear end out of whack.
It's in the third hole, go to the fourth.
You going up?
Everybody got a hammer? Never mind, you're good. Do one at a time. One at a time. There you go. Yup. There you go. man. I'm hungry.
Should I know that you ate this morning?
I didn't eat a lot at breakfast this morning.
Shit. Oh, you heard what Justin said? He eat a lot this morning.
Yeah. Yup. One hole. One hole up. Once we go one hole up, we're going to make sure everything's neutral, and then we're going to put our one flat of preload back in. We have now got our preload back to where it should drive like how it did on the last pass, other than it won't be as choppy and it won't be as violent on the tire and the chassis itself. Oh, dude, this fucking ground.
It's rough now. That's why I'm kneeled down like I am.
All right, now I know what it feels like when you're on your knees all the time. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a preload. Now we got them all neutral. Everything's good. So what we're doing is, see how this one's neutral right now? It's so easy to spin. We're gonna spin it until it gets snug. Right there. And then we're gonna count. See, that's a flat. So this one right here, I just go off of whatever one you wanna go off of. This one's flat. That means I need to get this flat down here to that part. That gives it one flat of preload in the car. And then we're gonna set our heims. We're ready to go make another pass. All right, boys, so that's the fourth pass of the day. I do apologize. I haven't been doing a whole lot of talking. It's just trying to show y'all a lot of the racing going on and trying to give my attention and Dad's attention, Mark's attention, Tony's attention to the crew over here, and just try to give them a little bit of pointers on what we do in our race program, so they'll be able to go out there and race more efficiently and just all around have a lot better time. But fastest this car has ever been is 4:35 with a 9. That's the fastest they ever been. This is our fourth pass on it. We had two good passes at the start of the day. We had one tire shake. We came back, we changed it up a little bit, and because it's a new car, new tune-up, new Haul-Tech system, we've never been in a Haul-Tech system in our life. My dad basically had to learn a Haul-Tech system in the last 2 days, so we will get better with it, but Fourth pass out, we just went 4:35 with a 1, so we are faster than their fastest pass ever, which is they're having a blast and they're happy with it. We're gonna see if we can go a little bit faster. I think we're gonna get 2 more passes today, so let's check it out and see what we do.
That's why I got back out there and lifted the wheels back up about 100 foot up.
Red lid on this run.
Yeah, but don't worry about it.
No, you
that's
didn't. You went
029.
029. You're good.
Okay.
But you know, as soon as I find more power, I need to see those plugs.
We know another thing.
Find power out the back, but I mean, it's.
We know
the car's
another
getting
thing
happier.
Dennis needs to do.
There's still some chattering,
But no,
nothing.
you could drive through
Well,
that. That was.
But here's the problem, though. You got a glued racetrack. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like
so-
on a racetrack.
No, I just want to tell you what I feel.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
We see it. You can watch the back window, but it's not much though. It rattled, went roll right. It rounded the tire
But
and went.
there'll be no passes that you'll always have chatter, no matter what. I don't
Yeah.
care where you're on. No matter,
That's
you
what
just,
happens when you
it's
ride on
whatever
it.
ones you can drive through and which ones you can't. But once it gets up on top of the tire, it's smooth and it just rides out to that. But we were just talking here. Whenever you take it over to Dennis's, you probably should put little turnouts on
And
your
listen,
exhaust.
Also, you know, I don't care what y'all do with my tune-ups here.
What?
I can't let no other tune-up guy watch my shit.
I don't want nobody going through the computer.
Hey, whatever you're.
remember-
This is between us.
Remember
This
what
is
I
our
told you
team,
about?
man.
I'm working on the car through the middle, and see, it just showed. The car just picked up 2 numbers that it's ever been faster through the middle. So what I do to them, it reacted to that just then.
Dude, we picked up 7 numbers, and had better air last time.
Yeah. So look right here from when you went to 37, where it got picked up speed is it picked up 3 numbers to the 330. That's where all your speed came from. It's through the front middle of the run.
What's the mile per hour on this one?
This one of them's off. It don't matter. This back split was 150.1
With one.
This
That was
is
the fastest back split.
150.8. It picked up 7 numbers out the back faster. Even though the mile an hour don't play, it just the clocks will fucking do. Your exhaust is pointing down.
That's why I
and
said-
You fuck up those mile an hour clocks with that exhaust like that. If they're bull horns, they won't do that.
So when you take it over to Dennis's, just tell them to put a little
Remember
quarter turn.
hand-me-down?
I did my, and the problem is it'll mess you up if you ever get one that like real fat on fuel and it throws a lot of fuel out.
fuck up your
It'll
E2
fuck up the
and
beams.
they'll-
It'll fuck up the ET.
and
You'll lose the
they'll
race.
disqualify you.
So when you take it over to Dennis's, just tell them you want a quarter turn. Turn the end of the exhaust up.
If you have bull horns,
You don't
quit
need
doing
it.
that.
You don't need an actual bullhorn. You just want a quarter turn so the exhaust goes
Man,
up.
put bull horns. We'll have 3-foot flames hanging out of that motherfucker.
You'll be able to see the flames as you go down the track.
Oh, you ever seen
The
that?
car consistently though. Now we went 2 102 60 foot, so the car's gotten better 60 foot wise too.
Yeah. I thought when I got down in the end, I said, see, I never look at the traps. I never look at the board when I go through, never. And when you said a 35, I said, man, it felt like a fucking 35. It really did.
Dude, it left, got on the bars, set back down,
And then pick them
and
back
then
up.
It got back out there and it picked it back up, and then it toted them out there about 150
And
feet.
that's the first time I felt that, where it came down and went back up. I went, oh,
Now, just imagine-
Here's the thing though, I took power out of it
To
down
do that.
low from the other pass just so it wouldn't rattle. So now we got something to work with. Now we just need to take that smoothness and keep working it in. You know what I mean? I took another 3 degrees out down low just
Now just imagine if you had a lockup. You think that little pickup wheels right there? That bitch will
That
pick
bitch
the
will
wheels
get on
up a
it,
whole
boy.
foot and ride them out until you can get out of them. Lockups are cool.
I'm saying in 3 runs.
4.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
4. We
I
had
should.
yeah we had
Because I
one
made a
shake.
4-link change, but we need shock sensors. But in 3 runs, legitimate runs, I'm as fast as they've ever been with the car. Now, what was that race? Snowbird Nationals. I'm 8 numbers faster than they were at Snowbird Nationals,
And the air was a lot better.
And they had 4 fucking days or 5 days. Dude, there's like run after run after run after run. I got 4 runs on it. I completely put a different 4-link under the car. We did. And my tune-up in it. 1 run we shook the tire with the 4-link, but we need to get shock data. We don't have no shock data. That'll help us out.
Because we don't have shock sensors on the
Yeah,
car.
no, they got them on. It just shit ain't up and running right now. But once we can read the shock, see what they're doing. The graph looks way better. Car's making more power. It's running almost 3 mile an hour faster out the back. It's just running better. It picked up. We're 3 numbers faster to the 330 than the car has ever been. Now that was with the 2-speed glide. They put this 3-speed in here, and it's just been a pig. Well, we've already surpassed all that. We're back to where we're in 3 runs minus the 1 tire shake. In 3 runs, we're as fast as he's ever been. So from here, we can just go forward now. Can't go backwards from this point.
So you think you'll go faster?
Yeah, I mean, it'll keep going faster. Plus, I'm still learning my way through this haul tech. You know, I had 2 nights on it. I called Patrick Barnhill last night. I just needed to know how to load a tune-up in the car and how to load the data logger, and Patrick helped me out with that. Went through and we checked a few things. He looked at the tune-ups they had going on and he said, what the fuck? Same thing I did. But I didn't want to say too much because I needed to get my tune-up in the car and just make sure I didn't have a what the fuck going on. But my tune-up is for sure proved to be better. It's the car's, it's going 102 60 foot with our 4-link setup. They were going 104, 105 at the U.S. Nationals, 106. I saw some of them. We went 102 every hit right now. We got power out of it, so I'm just, if I could see some shock data, I can figure out if I can put some power in it or not. But we don't have that right now, so we're just making the best of what we can do. It's picked up out the back. It's picked up to the 330. So overall right now, we're 7 numbers faster than when he was at the U.S. Nationals a month ago. Is that when they were there?
Yeah, they had a lot better air. We're in 1,700 foot air.
We got 1,700 foot air. I don't have no good air, but either way, it's definitely progress. I'm sure he's happy. You know, with 3 full runs down the track, he's running pretty good right now.
Put your hands like this. Pull it down.
Don't let it worry down.
Pull your shoulders.
This one wasn't even on. So that was my problem. All right,
Ready?
Gosh damn! Holy shit! Is it gonna work?
That motherfucker, I don't know.
No, it may not.
That's a strong motherfucker right here. Seriously, you're probably one of the strongest guys. Fuck. Are you ready? Tell me when.
You can't hold it up.
Alright boys, well it sucks, but it happens. So what caused it was right rear wheel actually broke. The center broke out of the wheel. It shot it up under the car, and the left side was still turning. And when you only have a left wheel running and no right wheel, the car shot real hard on the left, and it just went across, hit the wall. It looks pretty bad cosmetic wise, but really all you think he's gonna have to do, he's just gonna zip this bar off down there, zip that bar off, get the motor and everything out, re-front half it, kind of like how we had to do on child support. Make sure you get everything set back up for, you know, your frame rails, your steering rack, all that stuff. Get a body, a door, and put it back on, and he'll be back out racing soon. I mean, it looks pretty bad, but realistically, it's really not that bad. I kind of know about tearing shit up. Sucks. Well, boys, it's unfortunate what happened, but it is racing. Rick will get everything fixed. I was glad that he was able to get out of the car, walk around, do everything. It's really not as bad. You got to see a little bit of it. Dad's actually pulling the tune-up out of it right now, just because we wanted to see what happened. The wheels that are on the car, I really don't even know the name of them. I've never heard of them before, but with these style of cars and big tire and everything, you got to make sure you have the right centers on the car. The bar's fine. That's just part of the body. But as you can see right there, it just ripped the center out of the car, and it allowed it to go ahead and shoot the car to the right. But we run top fuel centers in the car. They're a lot thicker, billet piece and everything. And
is it wrong that I want the data out of the car?
I mean, I hate it, but I need to get the guys in that run.
He'll be all right though. It's not that bad though. He just got to put the front strut, get the tube. Yeah, we've been there a couple times. Get new wheels, get everything situated, get some body parts. Like I told him, they sell body parts. Yeah, all the transmission, everything's still the same. So there's nothing wrong in that area. So we'll be able to get it back up and running. Yeah, you got to run good wheels. I don't know what the name of these wheels are, but
Dude, they're not good wheels. You can look
yeah, I
at
don't know.
Hey, look how thin that shit is.
Dude, it just ripped it.
It's hollow in there.
So you got to make sure you get an SFI certified wheel out there, boys. Plus the top fuel centers. I run top fuel centers on everything.
Especially with fat boy tune-ups.
He said he wanted to go fast, so.
So it is what it is. We'll be back out here. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. They got to make some good passes. They did go faster than they've ever been before. So we're making headway.
What about fucking Haltech?
Haltech.
4 runs.
Hopefully you
Car
get.
ran its best numbers ever ran. 4 runs. Haltech.
Hopefully you get Fuel Tech down that quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Taylor.
When you get Fuel Tech down, then we can talk.
Hey, big shout out to Patrick Barnhill last night for giving me some rundown and a few tips on her, but we're good to go.
So
I'm gonna hook up with Patrick. Me and Patrick gonna be like that now. I'll just go tune the nitrous cars for him. He can have all them boosted motherfuckers, but I'll get on the nitrous guys for him.
hell yeah. But anyways, guys, make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment down below. I'm Justin Swanstrom. I'm getting out of here. I'll see y'all at the next video.